Hack me, Jesus. What's up, dude? Doing alright? Is your Friday pretty good? Is it like, it just doesn't sound clear, or are you just talking like I sound sick or something? That's right. How'd the English test go? What was it on? That's what I'm curious about that. Sounds No, I'm not sad. I'm just tired. Honestly, if I'd lay down right now, I'd probably pass out, so I just gotta try to just keep moving. You're probably even more tired than me, though. It's what, 12:30 where you're at? Something like that? No, shit, it's almost 1 actually. I didn't realize it's almost 7 o'clock. You know what, let me create a party. I always forget to do that. That way I'm not in game chat and I can invite you to one as well if you want to join. Create party. There we go. Okay. Grammar test. I'll tell you something funny about grammar I did when I was in 7th grade one time. My grammar notebook, I spelled grammar ER. So something that involves grammar, the subject that involves spelling, and I spelled it wrong. It's kind of funny. So at least you didn't make that same mistake. Wait, you had to imagine you were it. Wait, then I had to imagine I was in high school. So wait, are you in high school? Are you in high school right now? Or are you just like, you just making up an experience? Or your own experience in English?
Hey there, fella.
In American high school, okay. I see. Yeah, I wish I would've known. I could've told you all about American high schools. That's pretty cool. Do you ever think you're gonna like do a shit? Do you think you're ever gonna do a host family one time? Like, do you ever plan on coming to America? Oh, that's pretty cool. Where's the cab driver at? Is he cab driver in, like, New York? There's, like, a ton of cab drivers over there. I mean, he could be a cab driver anywhere, obviously, but... bowling. It's like that guy in GTA 4. Shit, what was it? It was Nico's cousin. I forget the guy's name now, but he'd always be like, cousin, let's go bowling. That was the reference. Yeah. That's pretty cool though. I mean, you definitely speak the language very well. I mean, I'm impressed with how well you speak English. I really am. Roman, yeah, that's the guy's name, Roman. Yeah, there we go. I remember faces really well, but when it comes to names, not the greatest at remembering all the names. Not really though. I mean, you're not bad at all. I mean, like very minor mistakes. Like, to be honest with you, if you would have never told me you lived in Denmark, I may have thought you actually lived in America. I mean, I'm serious. I'm not making that up. I really do. You speak the language pretty well. I mean that too. I'm pretty impressed. So, you're definitely doing a good job. Whoever's teaching you's doing a good job. No, it's not important at all. Even like, honestly, even the grammar today, like I don't even really, you know, I guess rely on the grammars. I mean, of course I do. I mean, I have to a certain degree, but I mean, when you're talking, like I'm not thinking about like, oh, I gotta say it this way, and you know, as long as people understand it, you know, what you're saying, you know, you don't have to be 100% completely correct. I mean, I'm sure I even use English a little bit incorrectly here and there, according to like how you're properly supposed to use it. Yeah, usually writing's a little bit easier than typing or than maybe speaking it. So how do you get in my session? So what I can do here. Actually, I think this is what I do. I'm going to send you an invite, and then that's pretty much how that works. So that's how you do that. Just let me know if you got an invite. I think you'll spawn close to me, or you might spawn close to me. I don't know. Sometimes it'll spawn you right next to me, and other times it doesn't. Yeah, when I put Red Dead, or when I turn on Red Dead, my PS4 gets very, very noisy. It's like extremely noisy. It's kind of crazy. Just let me know when you're in, so then I know. You don't get the white dots? Like, which ones? Oh, you're in? Okay. Let's see, who's this? Okay, that's not you. You might be over here. See, this might be you over here. I think this is you. There we go. Alrighty. Let me, here, I'll do this so that way I can always see you. If I do, no, that's what I want to do. That way I'll be able to see you on the map all the time. You'll come up as a different shade of blue. Let's go find your name. There you are. Okay. You probably did it. You probably have a horse, right? Do you remember how to whistle? If you hit up, okay, you got it. So I think it forces you to do that mission for. There you go. might have the same horse as me. Let me see this. Yeah, you have the same horse as me. That's funny. That's really funny. Okay. Like the same variation too. That's cool. Okay. So I'm assuming you probably. What is the thing? Wait, the F. What's the FX salute? What are you talking about? You said something about what is the thing called FX salute? I'm not really quite sure what you mean there. Like the salute in GTA? Oh, the actions, the emotes. If you hold left or R2, or I'm sorry, L2 in, and then you hit R3 or the right joystick, you'll have like options that come. Yeah, there you go. You can add the wheel. That's how you do that. So I'm assuming you probably didn't do any like the story missions yet, or you might have only done like 1 or 2. And there's like an XP bonus this week on them, so I figured we could do some of those. Plus, you'll get a decent amount of money and gold from doing some of them, and they could do the free mode missions. Yeah, 3 yellow. Yeah, let's do Actually, I'm trying to think how we could do this because, Actually, yeah, you know what? Instead of me doing it, actually, I'm gonna do this because I want to make sure that it saves your progress. That's not what I want to do. Okay, I'm gonna stand down. If you pull up your so this menu here, if you double click left on the D-pad, you'll get this menu, and if you go down to posse, you're not gonna have a persistent one, but if you just create a temporary posse, invite me to it, and then we'll start those. We'll do some of those missions. Because I want to do yours. Make sure it saves your progress from going through them. Because I've already done them, and I don't know like if I'm going through them, if it's gonna save it for you. You might have to be the posse leader, so I'll just have you invite me. So, double click left on the D-pad. Double click left on the D-pad, you're gonna get this menu to pull up. And then you go down to posse. Click on posse. And then you'll have a bunch of options. It'll probably say temporary posse. And you wanna form a posse and then just invite me to it. There we go. Cool, you got it. Okay, invites. Alright, let's go over, just take me to one of your, your yellow missions. So any of them that are like close? Actually, I might be able to see them. I don't know though. Okay, I see. You got, okay, so you have Horley over here. Okay, you want to quick travel? We'll go, yeah, why don't we quick travel, because we're right here. It's gonna take a while to get over there. That way, because there's timers, I think, each mission you do. So I'm just gonna quick travel to Blackwater. Shit. Where's the side? Just jump up there, alright. So Blackwater, I think that's where he's at. Try to get you these some of these story missions done. I don't know if we'll be able to go through all of them because there's like 10 or 12, and there's a timer on them. So I don't know. Like it could take potentially hours to do all of them, but we'll at least do some of them. And then in between, we could do some of these free roam missions that you haven't done. So at least you meet all those people. It's kind of like the beginning of Red Dead. I'm kind of just trying to take you through the steps of kind of what Rockstar implemented first before we get into all the rules. Activity can be yes, okay. I didn't really mean to walk into that. Okay. So if you're, let me see something here. Did you get the Blackwater? Giant changes. You're right. Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay. You definitely be riding. You definitely be riding for a bit. It just gave me. This is the horse it gave me in the beginning. I didn't buy any of the new horses. I really didn't buy any horses for that. This is the one it just gave me when I completed the one mission in the tutorial.
Looking to sell your wares or buy some of the finest meat to ever grace this town? A pleasure to see you again,
Falling
sir.
asleep in here.
You should probably take a look at the latest styles we just got in stock.
Is any okay? They still have that in Red Dead. I still need to get this one.
That's all right. Whatever you feel. That will require gold to purchase. Do you have some?
Stuff's so expensive.
That's fine. You make the
Well, the only
calls.
problem now is I don't think you're gonna be able to fast travel just because
No problem at all. If you
there's only that's why I wanted to fast travel back there, because there's only certain posts you can go to. If you go up to Valentine, if you look on my screen here, if you go up here, there's one here, this town. Because there's only so many posts you can go to quick travel. There's, see, like this, if you look on my screen again here, this fast travel here, that's what it looks like. There's only a select number of these throughout the map. So that's why when we were back here, that's why I suggested it, because like once you're sort of away from it, it can be a while till you get to another fast travel. You can get a fast travel at your camp too, but I think you have to be like level 65 for that. And I think you have to be level 65. And I forget how much it costs exactly. It's at least a few $100, I know that much. Like at least, I want to say at least 350 maybe. I could be wrong about that, but I want to say level 65, something around there is when you unlock it. Yeah, I know you want to explore the map a bit, and that's totally fine, because that's how I was when I first started, but I assure you with going through these missions and whatnot, you're going to get a good piece of the map. And we'll go through it even more when we do the roles. When we do like the trader role, bounty hunter role, collector role. So I'm going to add this oh, I just killed that dog, shit. Yeah, I agree. Trader role definitely. There's actually like a way you can like level up pretty consistently. Or like with the sales, which I was gonna maybe make a video about that, explaining it in the future. Cause I'll probably just confuse you if I try to talk about it right now. But what's nice about the trader role is you unlock everything, or at least as far as your like character level is concerned, not the role levels, the character level. Like if you see here, if you look at my character level, it's 165. That's the level I'm talking about. As far as that level is concerned, level 100 is where you officially unlock everything in Red Dead Online as far as character role is concerned. Not like, not, you know, role levels like trader role, bounty hunter role, collector role, moonshiner role, or like things that, would be another example maybe, like, I don't know, items that cost gold or whatever, but things that are bound by character level. By level 100 you should unlock everything, and with the trader role, those sales, whether you're selling like a bunch of items or just one item, you get the same amount of XP, so you could just keep kind of expanding that and grinding that out and end up getting a decent amount of XP for your level. For me it wouldn't be that important because one, I've already unlocked everything, and two, you know, it takes me a lot longer to level up because I'm a higher level. But as a lower level, it's not a bad method, but I'd have to explain it a little bit better because, like I said, I'm still trying to work out, see if I can find a little bit more of a consistent method to it, but I've been kind of working on that lately. Wolves actually, one thing is if you ever get attacked by wolves, I recommend skinning the wolves because you get big game meat, and the big game meat is you can use if you cook that with if you season it with like herbs like the minty, the wild mint, for example. There's basically 3 seasons you can do. There's wild mint, there's organa, and then there's the creeping thyme. What those do is those give you a gold inner core. Like I'll show you this right here. This is big game meat that I cooked. I seasoned it with minty meat. Watch my heart core when I eat this. See how like gave me a golden core. That's what the big game meat does, and you can get that off of the wolves. So I'd recommend skinning the wolves if you kill them. You can take the pelt. I mean, if you really want to, I mean, you could sell it. But I mean, I think the meat's more valuable. I mean, like I said, there's no really, you know, con of, or you know, I mean, you could take the pelt, sure. I mean, I don't know how much you're gonna get for it, but yeah, I mean, you might as well. You're skinning it. Go ahead and take it. That way you can just sell it at the butcher because you don't have the trader role yet. But the big game meat is the main thing you want to get for sure. Because I think you can store at least 10 pelts on your horse, if not more. So there's really no reason not to take the pelt. But the meat is the most important thing. Because like I said, if you season that big game meat, you can get these like golden cores that I just showed you, which obviously will increase the rate of like which your outer core, like how that regenerates. It's just overall more beneficial. Yeah, they are definitely. I kind of like though being able to go back between time periods, and you get like a little piece of nostalgia. Like when you play that Western game in your arcade, it's kind of funny, like going back and forth. Then you got Madame Nazar, but yeah, you're right, they're completely dead. But kind of cool if you could like make them related somehow, like some sort of like ancestry thing. But I don't know. It's really not super important, but it would have been kind of cool. Is there anything I could season flake meat? Wild mint. Yeah, I gotta pick some wild mint for my thing. Oh yeah, I know what I was gonna do. I was gonna put this holster on real quick while you're coming over here, so I can dual wield. Let's see here. Equipment offhand. Let's do that. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna make probably a video eventually about the trader rule, because I think a lot of people need to know more about that as far as the importance of it. Because I think like as Red Dead goes on, it's gonna start becoming, if Red Dead becomes as successful as GTA Online, which it very well could. I think it has a lot of potential. It's gonna end up being the same thing with GTA, where like if you come in like a few years into the game, like it's gonna be very easy to get lost because there's gonna be so many updates. And I think that like keeping that order along the way is important, so that newer players know what to do when they enter into the world of Red Dead Online. But anything interesting happened at school today? Let me think. Did anything interesting? I don't think anything interesting happened at school today. Like anything at all. Pretty normal day, to be honest. Like, I don't think anything. I went out to eat with some friends after, and that was about it. And that was pretty. I wouldn't say that was interesting either. It was just a normal day. So yeah, I had a pretty probably boring day in a sense. Nothing really cool happened. Just another school day. Another school day that I was happy to be done with. Happy the weekend. No, you're fine. Am I Catholic? No, I'm actually really not Catholic. I just go to the school. It's supposed to be one of the it's supposed to be the 50th like best like Catholic school in the nation. Or I don't know if it's in the nation, but at least in the U.S. So it's a pretty good school. No, obviously not the best school, but it's supposed to be a pretty good school. So I just went more for the academics, not really for the the religion in a sense. But at the same time, my one really good friend goes there, who I've known since like grade school. So
Well. Who's that, Harley?
I'll let you watch this.
Who's that Batman?
I won't interrupt you.
I said, who is that? Is that a kind man? Is that a good man? Is that a bad man? Is it the devil?
Maybe it's all of them at once. Maybe there ain't no devil. There's no kindness neither.
Oh, you is always a strange one, Horley. How is Mrs. Leclerc?
About as you'd expect.
I expect a lot. It's mighty bad business. Leclerc was a good man, a fine man.
That he was.
And this fella?
Well,
It's a little too bushy.
That's the world's business. The world's business is kindness and gentleness
I'll tell you
and
after the
evil
cutscene.
and brutality. What else is there, mister?
Well, there's a whole lot else besides. Like lust and greed and stupidity.
Oh, Mr. Jones is stupid. Oh, Jones is old. Oh, Jones has cooked himself in the sun. I know.
Get yourself something to eat.
There's fellas need help. Maybe this fella can help them.
Maybe. They're on the run.
That ain't my business. My business is what they do hereafter. That's my business.
Well, they certainly need money.
Yeah, there's always money. Money for them is good, and money for them is not so good. But maybe they could first go see the sheriffs and see what work is afoot. I reckon, well, for now at least, we might as well try. The sheriff at Blackwater, he needs help. Not the fella that arrested you. That was the marshal. The police chief, he's a decent enough fella for all we know. Poor bastard is overrun, and he don't want old Jones.
There's a couple other sheriffs that need help. The fella from Valentine, he's at the Painted Sky Ranch. The Tumbleweed sheriff's at the Tumbleweed Jail, and the Blackwater sheriff, he's at Pike's Basin.
Maybe that'll show us what kind of fella this is. Go and pay them all a call. That's what I reckon.
Maybe. I guess we will see. Meet me back here after you've seen them.
Because I actually think this was just sort of an introductory cutscene. There's gonna be a number, yeah, there's gonna be a number of different places we can go. We're kind of like equidistant between two of them, almost. I don't know which one do you want. If you look, there's two like weights, yellow weight icons on the map. I think there's like 3 or 4 in total. Looks like there's 3 in total. I'll just follow you to one of them. But one thing I want to establish, which is important, make sure I'd recommend. I mean, I don't know if you plan on like playing Red Dead regularly. Okay, my horse is like stuck. I don't think this is my horse. No, it is my horse. Is my horse gonna move? Well, that's nice. You know what? Real quick, before you leave, let me jump on your horse real quick, cause for whatever reason, my horse is glitched. Try to see if I can get it. But one thing I want to say is these daily challenges. I know I'm pretty sure I talked about these in the past on YouTube and kind of all the bugs with them. They've seemed to mostly work them out, Rockstar, but definitely recommend starting a daily challenge streak because daily challenges are probably one of the best ways to consistently earn gold. And oh, I shouldn't mean to do that. That was my fault. We're good. Just gonna try to jump and work, but. What the heck is wrong with this horse? Let me do this. So, but with the daily challenges, the way they work is there's a streak system, and the higher the streak you have, up to at least till like 28 days, the more gold you're gonna get per challenge. And then if you obviously completing all of them, you're gonna get a bigger bonus at the end. And there's a lot of daily challenges that are really easy. You can earn a fair amount of gold fairly quickly, and that's why I recommend eventually starting a streak. Streaks are like pretty easy to they're pretty easy to maintain, but they're also hard to maintain at the same time. And what I mean by that is for keeping a streak, all you need to do is one daily challenge, and there's a lot of easy daily challenges. Like something could be as simple as eating meat is one of your daily challenges. Take like 10 seconds to do, right? But the only problem is, obviously, if you miss a day, you lose that streak, and therefore losing the multiplier. So, I don't know. I recommend, you know, like I said, if you plan on starting to play Red Dead a little more regularly, definitely start a streak for the daily challenges. Like I said, won't take you more than 5 minutes a day, if that. But if you miss a day, you automatically lose that streak. So it's easy and hard to keep at the same time. If you know where I'm coming from, because like I said. Take you 2 minutes to do, if that, but if you miss a single day in between there, you got to start back at 0. You lose that multiplier, which kind of sucks, and it can be easy to forget too. So, but I just recommend starting a daily challenge streak if you plan on playing regularly. I'm trying to get mine back up. I had one of 119 days last year, and then until Rockstar reset it over a bug, and then I just kept losing it after that. I'm trying to get back at it so I can get that high gold multiplier, or at least at this point keep the high gold multiplier. So I don't know. I hope I didn't just like confuse you with what I said right there, but daily challenges are definitely, a streak is definitely recommended. Business. So the trader business is sort of like an MC or a bunker business in the game. So you have to sort of do a little bit of, it's like one step further than like a biker business or a bunker. Like you do have to either buy or steal supplies. So that's very similar to a bunker or an MC business in that sense. But you also have to deliver like animal materials, like, you know, pelts, carcasses, at least non-skin carcasses, or like, you know, maybe like teeth, you know, claws, things like that. The only thing that Crips doesn't take is really animal meat, or like fish. Doesn't take any of that stuff, but so it's like an extra step in the bunker and the MC business, in the sense that, yeah, you do have to do like supply missions or buy supplies, but you also have to deliver materials to Crips as well. So it is similar to like a GTA business, but it's like one step further, if that makes sense. Like I said, I'll get you into that too. It's probably better because the nice thing about going through these missions first is you'll probably earn, like if we play through these as well as like some of the free roam missions, you'll probably have enough gold to invest in the trader business. So that's sort of my plan, is earn the gold through this, and then earn the gold through this, and then invest in the trader role, and then we'll get you started on that. Yeah, there's definitely trials. Actually, I'm happy you said that. I'm actually, it's bad that I forgot to tell you this. If you double click, if you pull up that menu again, double click left on the D-pad, and you go to online options, put us in defensive mode. You'll see player style, I have it up on the screen here. It's under online options. If you pull up that menu and then go all the way to the bottom to online options, go down to playing style, and then put us on defensive. That way, players can't lock onto us. So if we're passing somebody, they can't just decide to shoot us for no reason. Because unfortunately, because of, like, there's really no free aim session, you could easily just get picked off, you know, for no apparent reason. It's really just annoying. Remember my first day in Red Dead Online, some guy spawned, like, right next to me. I was riding my horse, right? Started following me, shot me in the back of the head. Like, people do stuff like that. It's just frustrating because, you know, you're trying to do your own thing. They just kill you out of nowhere, and there's really, like, no way to prevent it. So defensive mode helps that because players can't just lock onto you out of the blue. And you take a little bit less damage if somebody does. But if you shoot at another player first, you will automatically be pulled out of defensive mode. So Rockstar balanced it pretty nicely. So yeah, I definitely recommend being in that. Especially if you're just trying to explore the map too, and you just want to kind of mind your own business, or maybe you're trying to find collectibles, or you're doing like a trader sale, like a close range one. You don't want to really be bothered by other people. Defensive mode is the perfect thing for that. Sort of balance that out.
What?
An idiot.
I'm sorry. He said he wouldn't run away.
Shut up.
But
Please!
But
Just shut up! They're gonna fire me. Oh, you'll get to keep your job, but they'll fire me, and they've got every right to fire me, 'cause I'm the idiot who employed you. Oh, look. Guests. Are you a moron, partner? Huh? Well, you can't be any worse than us, because this idiot, This idiot right here just let the most notorious con man in the whole goddamn state walk clean out of a cell, clean out, and not a shot fired. Now, if you get him back for us, we'll happily pay you. How about that? Good. Good. Now see, what I figure is he's headed on down to Pike's Basin, so you go down the canyon and you get him, and I'm gonna beat this poor dumb bastard with a stick, and I'll try and join you on the other side. Come on.
GTA Sell. I'll be honest, dude. I'll probably do it tomorrow, just because. One, I don't know if you're probably not gonna be awake by then, because it's gonna be probably late. I mean, it's already past like 1 o'clock. And two, I have to do a couple things before I kind of call it a night. So we'll probably do. I'm gonna stream GTA tomorrow anyway, so. Probably just gonna do a chill stream playing the. Actually, I don't know if you've ever played the. Probably in my opinion the best adversary mode in GTA Online, the most fun adversary mode in GTA Online. Overtime Rumble mode is so fun to play. At least when it came out a couple years ago. So we'll probably just mess around with that tomorrow and then chill and sell and whatnot. So that's the plan. Alright, let me see here. You don't have the bow. We could just, if we want to, I mean, we could just go in guns blazing. Yeah, I grabbed my rifle. Another thing, recommend, I didn't really talk about as much, is ability cards. Since I'm using one right now and I use it a lot, I've seen a lot of Red Dead videos and streams. I use it almost constantly when I'm in combat. But Deadeye, the painted black ability card, I think you can buy it from the start. Definitely recommend buying that ability card. It's like $50, but it's 100% worth it. I use painted black all the time. Alright, we gotta go down there. Hog tie this guy. If you want to loot any of these guys too, you can.
Come on,
I don't know what.
think about it.
Good, I'll let you loot these guys. Might get some ammo. Actually, what I should probably be using regular rounds. That way I can get my ammo back. There's different, obviously, round capacities in the game, like high velocity, express, and when you're dealing with NPCs, it's probably better to use regular ammo, just because if you loot enemies, you'll get the regular ammo back, as where you won't get like high velocity ammo back or express, and that ammo typically is more expensive. I don't think you don't have those unlocked yet. I'm just saying for the future, but don't worry about that really right now, because you'll probably end up forgetting that, because none of this really makes sense right now until you unlock it. There's also some food you can take around here, like I just got canned salmon. This guy right here. Another thing is tonics. You definitely don't have, in the beginning you're not going to have a lot of those, but tonics give you that outer core, fortifies your outer core, like your health or your stamina or Deadeye core. Those definitely can help in combat. Actually, I think I'm going to make a top 5 combat tips video maybe for this next week. I've kind of had it in mind for a while. I'll talk about those a little bit. Yeah, that's right, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, we have to go on foot now. See that? Yeah, you might actually have sort of that max health thing. You might die like really quickly. Here, see, I just took a health tonic there. See, I have that golden outer core. Be able to. You have him? Yeah, no, the whole, that's part of the mission, but yeah, there's no research in this, don't worry. Pretty much everything's level locked for the most part. Like either role level or character level. Tell me if you're getting low. I mean, just kind of, if you need to stay back, that's fine. If you're taking a lot of hits.
Let me go. I've got money. I've got a lot of money. And I'll pay. I'll pay a lot. Hey, here's an idea. Take my hat. Put it on the dead guy over there. You take him in, as me, I go free, and you get rich. Oh, and I won't kill anybody else. I swear. I'm reformed. I'm a changed man. Please, please, I'm begging you, set me free. Have a heart.
What do you want to do?
Fools! Ah!
I'm gonna go ahead. You pick. 'Cause I already did this one time. So whatever you pick, I'll pick. Take offer. Okay, that's actually interesting. I've never done it that way before.
Okay, okay, cut me free.
Made the dishonorable choice. Okay. That's it. I actually kind of want to see this. I've never done it that
feels
way.
better. I'll put my hat on this poor feller. Thank you so much. Watch this. I'll do this, and nobody will be any of the wiser. Okay, okay. Pick him up and follow me.
This guy. The horse is back.
Get the corpse on your horse.
It's actually cool.
Let's
Like I
go.
said, I've never done it this way before, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. I never got to see what the cutscene looks like.
Come on! I'll take you to the money! Now, for a moment there, I thought you were so holier than thou, you was gonna turn down the cash. Folks like that, it don't get them very far. This is a cruel and unforgiving world, and you gotta be cruel and unforgiving yourself. If you don't look after yourself, no one else will. That's my motto, at least. It always has been. Now, money's over there, under that butte. You'll find it all right, but I can't hang around for the law to show up while you do. I'm sure you understand. So long, then.
Probably Condus. What was it? Oh, there we go. Examine. There's like a gold bar under there. Probably get something for that. Yeah, alright. Interesting. Wonder how much we'll get extra for doing that.
Hey there. You got him?
recognize the hat. Very good. Put him up on my horse there. That murderous bastard's killed more people than typhoid. Escaped the gallows 3 times. I'm sorry he won't face justice, but happy he's dead. That's the main thing. Folks around here can sleep a lot easier. Here's the money I promised you. Thanks for your help. Come on, boy. See you later.
Interesting. I made bad decision. Yeah, this game's like pretty much a lot of it's based off the honor system. So a lot of your actions affect your honor, whether you have good or bad honor. I'm actually interested. I wonder if we got more cash in general. You have to tell me how much you got. You'll probably get more than me because it's your first time going through it. At least I would assume, because I've gone through these before. Yeah, I probably got about $20. Not sure. Wait, how'd I take your money? It didn't. I don't think it came up as like you got paid. Like you remember how much you had before? Cause it didn't tell me. I just kind of added what I had in the last time. So I think about $335. So I made about $20 off that. Yeah, but it shouldn't have done it like that. You didn't make anything off the mission at all. Wait, before we go over there, because there might be a timer. Do you have a stranger icon on this up here? Do you see where I'm pointing to? Did you meet this guy? James is just saying stranger for you. Probably. I mean, I guess we try that. It's up to you. What do you want to do? Go do that, or you want to do one of these free roam missions? Just want to see if this one works. I guess we could try to see if this next story mission works. Okay, we'll go over there. You chose that one. Okay, we'll go there. So you didn't get paid anything for the mission? Like nothing at all? It didn't pay you anything? Like you don't realize a single change in your bank account or your money. Think, oh, you got 50. Okay, then that's good. Then that's about what you should be getting. Okay. Yeah, I don't think, even though I collected the gold bar, that doesn't necessarily mean that I took the money. Because I'm pretty sure it splits it up at the end. But I wanted to make sure. I was going to say, you should be getting more for these. That's good. So we can try one of these free roam missions, especially if you never met this guy before. Another thing, little tip, if if you when you're riding on your horse, I don't know, every about like maybe 15 to 20 seconds, if you tap L3, it'll refill your horse's stamina a little bit. You can't spam it, then you only do it every like I said, maybe 15, 20, 30 seconds, something around there. But you'll see like it'll refill your horse's stamina, like the outer core a little bit, because it should. I think you try to say how long till I end it. Honestly, whenever you want to, because I'm just doing these missions. Probably just mess around with these for a bit, so there's an XP bonus. Okay. Well, if you're getting tired though, like I said, you don't have to push yourself. So I'm trying to just get you caught up a little bit with Red Dead. So I mean, I'll do as many of these as you want to. But I mean, I definitely don't expect to go through all of them, because there's definitely more than one stream can handle. So I think there's at least like 12 to 15 strangers. And shit, wait a minute. So, this here. Maybe. Might have to come around there if you saw what I did. Come back and show you. You gotta go over here. Okay, this will get you over here. This guy kind of lives in a pain in the ass area. It's kind of tough to get back here. James Langton, I think he's in story mode actually. Like one mission or something like that. That on, even though I can't dual wheel this, alright. It's like my... Alright, this is him. Here we go.
Am I going to put you to work or what? Howdy. You're the fella looking for work. You interested? So I heard you was a proper bastard who knew other bastards, that you were efficient and unpleasant and could get things done and for a fair price. Is that right? Good. Good. Because let me be clear. I'm the biggest bastard you're ever gonna meet. James Langton. Mess with me and you'll be begging me to kill you. But, you do right by me, I'll have a few things for you. Okay. Let's put you to the test. There's this fella needs killing. Name is Ace Burr. His crime is my business. If you care, he killed a rich man in a card game down Saint Denis last month, fled up here. Usual nonsense. But I've been paid to kill him, so I'm paying you to do it for me, if you care. But I'm hoping you're the kind of realist that knows you cannot afford to care. Because those are the kind of people that get things done in this world. Anyway, go find him. He's up somewhere near Two Crows, and put a bullet in the bastard's head. I'm usually here if you're looking for more work.
Yeah, these free roam missions give out some characters give out good honor and some characters give out bad honor. So I think James Langdon might be a bad honor character. Might be able to get up here. Yeah, okay. Yep. See what I saw what I did. Let me see here. Okay, this is really close. Like right here. Honestly, I think the horse probably could have made that jump. I don't know. Alright. Again, what do I know about horses? I've only ever rode one time in real life. Okay, there we go. Gotta take out these guys here. Got one of them. Be careful about how close you get. Just go to got one trying to get away here. I'll just keep working on these guys. You can grab him. Disarm that guy, that's crazy. definitely not gonna pay a lot for that, but she got introduced to him, so we'll do his echo. Okay, let's stick with the story missions for now because here, if you actually do these right here, you see on my map these hideouts. It's actually pretty good if you loot people. You have a chance of getting treasure maps sometimes. It's somewhat rare, but definitely good to do. Sometimes you'll find some lootable items you can use. You see up here this out where the smoke is. You see these hideouts.
Hey, you don't belong here.
I'm gonna let you loot all these guys. Good, see if you can lose some of these guys. See if you're able to get anything off of them. Like I said, sometimes you get a treasure map, which is nice. Doesn't always happen, but might be able to find like tonics. Like here's chewing tobacco in here if you want to grab that. That refills your outer core for your dead eye. Which is kind of cool. If you use Eagle Eye too, it'll show you different like lock boxes you can open up. They'll glow. Like there's some Jolly Jacks in here. I think I opened one up. I left one over there if you want to grab it. Chewing tobacco or Jolly Jacks. Guy, there's one right here if you want to loot him. I think, I don't know, is he? Maybe he's not. It's this guy over here, yeah, that's the guy. There you go, okay. Yeah, I don't know if you got anything valuable there or not, but sometimes, like I said, you will, like a treasure map. Doing things like hideouts, like ambushes, things like that, you have a chance to always get a treasure map if you loot, you know, loot the people there. Sometimes you even get items you can sell at fences, like different rings or watches or gold teeth. So that's kind of nice. Should almost like knock us both over there. Alright, I'll go back over here. It's not too far. We'll see if we can get this one. Latex doesn't. He played for a little bit in the beginning, and I think he deleted it because there was issues with it. He re-downloaded it, but my other friend, I don't think you've ever played with it before. He likes to play Red Dead, so, but not really Latex. I don't even remember the last time. It's been probably at least like 6 months since Latex has been on Red Dead, like 4 to 6 months. As far as what I ate today, I ate a protein bar for lunch, which is like nothing at all. I ate this chicken pot pie for dinner, so at least I ate a little bit more than the other day. So it's not too bad. What'd you eat today? I just saw Latex actually today at school, and we went out to eat. Him and 2 other friends. We all went out to eat after school, so I just saw him a couple, well, I shouldn't really say a couple, probably like a few hours ago earlier today. He's actually working right now. He works at a warehouse, so I think he's on like a 4 to 9 shift right now, something like that. So yeah, that's what he's up to right now. Alright, let's see what we got here, if we can trigger this. The thing you want to periodically check is see if you need to clean your guns. See, like here, like right when they probably get about like halfway, it's like maybe around 2 bars, you're probably gonna want to clean them. But just keep an eye on that too, because that's something to easily overlook. Tuna eggs, potatoes, and meatballs. Tuna sounds interesting. You like salmon? You like tuna? I don't, as far as work goes, occasionally I do contract work. One of my, someone in my family, they do like construction, and occasionally if they need me on a job, I'll go work. So I have a little bit more freedom with hours. I don't have like a specific schedule to stick with exactly, but I may end up doing that.
Please, you got to help me.
I can't help you, mister. That's way out of my jurisdiction. My job is stopping folks from getting shot on these streets. You know that.
She's my wife. She's my goddamn wife. They'll do terrible things to her. You got to help me.
Maybe these people can help you.
Them?
Sure, why not? Most lost and kidnapped folks are found by bounty hunters and such like.
Will you help? I'll pay. Handsomely. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, Allison is the sweetest girl. She's quite a bit younger than me, you'll see. But better that way for wives, I found. But they took her. The outlaws, I believe. Up to Twin Rocks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Might be able to do this stealthily, it's up to you. Do it either way. It's kinda, you have to try some of the stealth kills in this game with your knife. if you creep up on people. Shit, that guy's. I might have fucked this up. Hold up. I think that guy might have seen me. Shit. See if I can maybe hit him real quick with an axe.
I'll bury you. Come on out.
I killed him as he shot the bullet. Okay. The thing about like these targets in this game is it doesn't work like GTA, where like if you're not, even if you're not in their cone of vision, it's more realistic, which is kind of cool. So like if you have an enemy facing you, even if you're not in their cone of vision, they're still gonna see you, which is kind of cool. It's a little more realistic. Whereas like in GTA, if you know, if someone's facing you but you're not in their cone of vision, they're not gonna see you. So it doesn't quite really work like that in Red Dead, but I can't complain. I like the realism to it. Shit, my bad, you know. This guy, I think he has a sniper. Oh, where's this guy at? Oh, that took care of him.
He sent you, didn't he? He sent you.
Oh, you did this one?
Well, I'm not coming. I can't go back to him.
We're in love. Leave us be. Look, I'll give you all we have. It ain't much, but it's something. Just help us escape from here. Come on, please.
I'm not going back. Cliff, you swore. You swore I wouldn't have to go back.
They'll have to kill me to get to you. Come on, folks.
Oh, South Korea. Okay.
Have a heart, please.
Yeah, there's some pretty cool ones. They definitely did a... what do you think? What are we doing? What's your conscience feeling like right now? Okay, here we go. It's about to get bloody. She's like, jeez. He's like in, oh my gosh, that's gruesome. She's like tying her up. She's like getting her face shoved in into his like blown off head. Well, it's, I guess it wasn't exactly blown off, but
You killed him. You
these
killed
rounds
him.
here could take shotgun shells regular.
Oh dear.
Yeah, they definitely did a decent job with like the physics, or at least to make like the different like melee takedowns you can have. Like I was doing like you could be, there's so many cool ones, like even in like PvP when you're facing like other players. Like I had one time where I was doing this one mode and I like kicked this guy. I was like fist fighting this guy, and like I guess my bow and arrow was like the last weapon I had out, and like I was fist fighting this guy, and like I just ended up like kicking him down, like got an arrow out and just shot an arrow right through his eye. Like it was so gruesome, but like you just get like crazy. Like you can't always get that type of takedown too. It's random and it's rare, but it's kind of cool though. Like there's more variations, you know. I think I had one time where I just like picked up an arrow and killed somebody with it too. It was like really weird. I've only ever had that happen one time. so. I'll cover you.
Let me go!
Got you. Good. I think I'm assuming you got that painted black there. You're using Deadeye a lot. That's good though if you did. It really helps getting kills and get used to it. Even better in PvP. Really dominate other players if you can master it. Let me know how much gold you get from this too. I'm kind of curious. You should be getting like definitely more gold since it's your first time. Just curious how much exactly. Like I said, by the time you go through all the story missions, you should about have enough, if not more, for the trader role.
Some men were made to run things.
Couldn't be more right.
Well, would you look at that?
Not really. I mean, you could do it either way. I've done it both ways before.
I hope you're okay.
I don't really know if there's really a difference. It just affects your honor. I think we got maybe. I don't know. I think that was might have been the dishonorable option.
Of course, my sweet love.
That's really it. Just affects your honor. That's really about it.
Sweet love. Oh, it was just.
I mean, we might have ruined this poor girl's life, but you know.
I hate you, Terrence O'Dowd. I hate you, and I'll go on hating you till I die.
Oh, she's deranged, but so very beautiful. Well, she's been through a lot. Here's your money. Thank you so much. Come, my sweet. Let's head for home.
Well, that's quite something. Go on with you now.
No, it doesn't matter. I regret my choices. Oh, it's cool. You're just gonna be a, you know, a dishonorable outlaw, that's all. I think it's, your kills are more gruesome as a, dishonorable player. Alright, cool, dude. I'll be chilling. See where this next, thing is, if there's any of these missions close. Why don't you give me this gun? I got gold on that mission, it's cool.
I can pay for that.
Let me see. Not bad. Could do this guy right here since he's already here. Sheriff Freeman.
Hey there, friend. How can I help?
Now I can pay for that.
Boy, what's this guy? Alright, you wanna try this right here? There's a free run mission here. I don't think you met him. Well, I mean, you kinda met him, but you, what's this guy doing?
What's wrong with you? Get out of these ropes and we'll strangle you with them. Right this damn second. Christ almighty. Holy tarnation.
See, now see how these guys are red? Doesn't, can actually kill them without getting pulled out of defensive mode, but...
Now I can pay for that.
Watch where you're walking.
My hat, yo. Like, flew off.
Christ on the cross! Go away!
Just like... Cool. Alright.
Now I can pay for that.
This guy's name is Bobo Moo Moo. Alright, Shadow Viper.
How do you do?
You gotta be kidding me. Again?
What you think? You get some drinks. You know, we'll do that one. You like that taunt one? of
What
these
the
guys.
hell?
So see, this is why you want to be in defensive mode, because of these guys right here. There's at least like 4 or 5 of these guys.
Shit for brains!
Anyone help me? Oh my God, no! Damn you to hell! Damn it, of course this happened to me.
Just real quick. That's why you don't have one of these. I guess really should open and doing this. So you don't have a shine thing yet. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That's really gonna make no sense. Those are kind of cool. There's, I think I just killed that person. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah, you can get tonics from looting it. I don't think you can really message anybody like GTA. I don't know if they're trying to keep it more like realistic, where you know there's no like text messages and things like that. So I'm not really sure, but as far as I know, yawning there. I don't think you can message people. Unless you, like, maybe view their profile. And message them through PlayStation, maybe. That's about it.
Dumb son of a bitch. Hello? Look at that. I ain't seen you in a dog's age. What can I do for you? Here.
What the hell?
That's crazy. There's so many people here.
I'm gonna get out of these ropes and I'm gonna strangle you with them.
Shit!
There's like 8
Hold
guys
it
out
right
there.
Are you here to cause trouble or to help me out? Because I've got more than enough trouble, my friend. So, if you intend on annoying me, let me know now so we can step outside. Spare one of us the trouble. Am I making myself understood? Good. I'll tell you, this whole county is not too keen on civilization. But they will be. If I have to string 9 out of 10 up, the 10th who remain will live calm and peaceful lives. Calm, peaceful lives where their main form of entertainment is public executions. So be it. I am not a man to be annoyed by the unjust and the uncivilized. Again, for the record, am I being clear? Good. Now, if you're looking to help out a poor town teetering on the abyss, I'm always looking for guns to help out. In fact, let me see. Right now, there's some wagons outside need escorting through some dangerous country. Decent fellas. I wish the world were different, but until we make it so, it won't be. Good day to you.
Okay.
trails, tracking deer. All the wisdom a man needs. Hoping to do some hunting later. Been eating nothing but stale cornbread. Always best to travel at first light. Less road agents about.
Around here makes me feel near peace.
Yeah, you didn't lag out him. Actually, that is pretty good. Especially in these sessions. These sessions are horrible. People lag. I mean, no matter what your internet is, a lot of people lag out. That's actually the reason why I think Latex stopped playing. Like, got to the point where it literally would not let him join a session. It was very frustrating.
That's a relief.
What's in you?
No, actually, we're good to stay on this path. I don't know why that waypoint disappeared. Disappeared from me. I don't know why I did that. It's trying to tell us to go that way, so I'm pretty sure this way's fine.
You're done! Wait till my Mexican buddies get hold of you.
country, then state, then city, then... What's that? What are you trying to say? Country, city, state? Yeah, something like that. Definitely country, yeah. Then we go down to village. No, I'm joking. I don't even know if that's right. Sometimes you can think of it as like a form of like kingdom, phylum, class, order, genus, species. Order, family, genus, species. It's kind of a way of breaking it down. No, that's meant for animals, but still. It's pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I mean, country is obviously larger than a state. State's smaller than a country, but bigger than a city. And I'd definitely say town is probably a smaller version of a city. Yeah, no, you're right. Country's United States. State is Pennsylvania, and the city is Pittsburgh. And then, and I live in, like, I guess the township. The town of Louisville. To get more specific. I'm thinking we do. I think this is the last story mission you have, at least up here. We could do this, and then depending on how you're feeling, if you're tired, we can maybe stop after that. But this is the last story mission you have up on the map. I think there might be a timer before you get the other ones. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll do that. That way, we'll get your at least the first set of your story missions out of the way. We would have done like what, 3 or 4 of them. It's not too bad. I think there is. Let me check here. Actually, wait, that's not what I want to do. Progress. No, wait, what the hell am I doing? Where's this at? It is in progress. Let me see, we've done... How many total? 1, 2, 3. It's 13 total. We've done, like, I think... You've probably already done this one. I mean... do you remember doing one, like, where you had, like, tracks? Yeah, like choose to lay people on the train tracks or not, if you did that one. The right side of the tracks. Let me see if we can quick travel somewhere. If we go to Armadillo, we can quick travel to Strawberry, and that'll be a little bit closer if you want to do that. That way we don't have to ride as long. Armadillo is the closest town. I'll just wait for you there. Okay, I was just curious because that was, I think, the first one I did, so I'm not sure. Just go over here. That way we don't have to ride as long. It'll be a shorter ride. Yeah. Maybe I'll stream these on Tuesday or something. That way we can try to finish up the other ones you have. I'll try to start earlier. So you can play for a couple hours, try to finish all the other ones up. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play Red Dead as much over the next couple of days, but I definitely I want to try to get these finished up for you at some point. Did you leave the posse? Oh, you lagged out, okay. Maybe that's a sure sign of saying to end it there. Okay, that's cool. Let me see here. Yeah, no, I got that. You're good. Well, it's up to you whether you want to finish, if you want to do that one or not, because I know you're probably tired. If you're not, what I'm going to do is I always just end doing a little bit of the PvP stuff, but you don't have to do that. That's just sort of something I do at the end of all my Red Dead streams. But I always do the free aim one, because they add a different free aim one in every week. I like the free aim one's better. Yeah, problem with connection is I don't know what it is with Rockstar. Like you'll just I'll be in the middle of something. Sometimes I'll just get a random error message. It says like, you know, you've been kicked from some message where like you've been kicked from the servers on due to a fault on like Rockstar's end. It's a little bit ridiculous. It's very frustrating too. Definitely need to work that stuff out. If there's any collectibles around here. Oh, relax, buddy. Ran into my horse. Well, since it's a research item, for me it was towards the end. I think for some of my friends it was a little bit earlier. Like I said, it's completely random. So, you know, you don't know when you're gonna... There's a collectible around here. You don't know when you're gonna get it, unfortunately. It's just, you know, you might get... Explosive rounds might be one of the first items you research. It could be the very last item you research. Which is the unfortunate thing. I think that's Rockstar's way of trying to encourage you to spend money on like the fast track. But I'd see maybe research if you're seriously not getting it. I mean, I don't know if you really want to spend that much on fast track, but I mean, explosive rounds are definitely. I mean, you know, you're not gonna like, you know, be at a complete disadvantage without them, but they are definitely can be beneficial in certain situations. Where's this? It's saying there's a collectible here. And I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know if I'd spend too much. I mean, you can. I mean, I'll be honest with you. If you're gonna spend any money right now, because since you mostly have everything, I'd put it into research. just so you can kind of finish that up and get that out of the way. That way you don't have to worry about that anymore. Is this it? Is it here? Oh, there it is. No, that's not bad. If you got the MOC, that's cool. Because the thing about, I don't know, I would have maybe recommended the Avenger over that, but Rockstar always has a way of making you, try to ensure that you do buy almost everything in the game, because I believe, like I said, if you ever want to get like the APC one day, or like any of the gun running vehicles, like the APC, the half track, the Night Shark might even be included in that. I think there might be a trade price for the Night Shark. I think there is. I can't remember. It was so long ago when I bought it, and there might be a trade price for that. But basically, in order to get those, I believe you do have to have the MOC to do the missions for each of those. So that's kind of unfortunate with that. Yeah, the yacht. Yeah, I definitely wait on the yacht. Yacht you could definitely do without for now. I'll be honest, it is cool. It was cool when it came out, but I barely touched my yacht. I'll be honest with you. I think they should have done a little bit more with it. I think I don't want to say it was like a disappointment. I think it was definitely a really cool thing that they added, but at the same time, I think they could have done more with it. I think that there definitely should have been. I mean, I put $10 million into my yacht. Wait, what? Why is what the best business? Yeah, I don't think I've ever said the yacht's the best business. There's not really even a yacht business in the yacht. Yeah, there's really no. I mean, the only thing you can do through the yacht is the VIP work, piracy prevention. That's pretty much all you can do. Why won't it let me put my outfit on? I was just saying, you caught me off guard there. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, if I'm telling you that, I might as well just quit now, because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Well, let me, alright, whatever, you know, I'm just going to do this real quick. Get this over with. Wait, what, I have my rifle, shotgun. Yeah, we're good, okay. I know about that thing where if you see... Are you talking about like when you look at the when you talk about when you start a mission, if you look at your warehouse, whether it's there or not, it'll tell you that you know if you have a truck mission or not. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. That's actually, I found that out pretty late. I actually found that out maybe about a year ago. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I definitely like that because you kind of can tell what mission you're. I mean, at least you can. You don't exactly know what mission you're getting, but at least you know whether you're gonna have multiple drops or multiple crates or not, which is kind of cool. Yeah, there's a lot of little like, I don't know, I guess like Easter eggs in a sense. I mean, that's like the best word I could come up with, or little like hidden things that they did, you know, for that update. Unfortunately, the game does not save. It doesn't auto-save like GTA, so you might have lost all that, but I didn't really want to tell you that to upset you. But fortunately, you may have lost all of that. Dude, I'm sorry, dude. I'm fucking with you. I'm joking. I just had to do. You're fine. Don't worry. You're good. No, you didn't. You didn't lose anything. Trust me. If Rockstar did that, that would be bad. I'd be worried about their company. No, that was just a little joke. No, you're good, dude. Trust me. It auto saved. It should have. If it didn't, I seriously, that would be like a total bug on Rockstar's part. It should have though. It does auto save. You close me, maybe close my game. No, you're good, dude. It saves. It saves. You're fine. Trust me. I think they learned their lesson with GTA with the whole auto save thing when they. I mean, why would? I mean, that makes no sense. Like, you created an online game. Like, you think they would have added autosave in from the start with GTA. Because, like, I mean, imagine, like, in the beginning, like, when you were playing, like, if you played GTA for, like, 5 hours and you just got kicked. Like, that would, and, like, all that money you would have made or all that, whatever you would have done in that time would be completely lost. That's just kind of ridiculous. Okay, that's Damn, I hit hard with that one. I think I might just got stuck in a loading screen. Yeah, I didn't realize you had a channel at first. I didn't realize you were a bit of a Fortnite player. I thought you just sort of had like a thing where like you could just like like not necessarily a channel, but like just a username where you could just go on YouTube. But that's pretty cool though. You have 208 subscribers. I mean, those videos. See, you have, like like have a friend with them, or do you just like you do like kind of what I did in the beginning, where like I had a friend with me, like we kind of went in it together, or did you just I don't know, just take them take them from somebody else or something? You know why I got them. I don't know, I'll be honest, I probably should have jumped on the Fortnite train just because of like the publicity of it and the popularity of it, but I just never got into Fortnite. I have played it before, and I really liked it for a time. She kind of went through like a little bit of a phase like 2 years ago where I played it like almost non-stop for like a solid maybe like month. I actually had a number of people that I played with on GTA, like hardcore grinders, were playing Fortnite too. We'd like all squad up, but I don't know. Fortnite's just not really my thing. I mean, it's I think it's definitely fun, but I don't know. I mean, GTA just holds a little bit more value to me. To put more time into that. But I mean, for Fortnite being a free game technically, and you know, just being able to kind of jump in, you know, I mean, that's one thing that's nice about like games like that, or like Call of Duty. You can sort of just jump in the action right away. Whereas like the thing about like games like GTA and Red Dead, you can't really just like jump into the game, and I think that like also causes more people to just not want to play it at times, because like you kind of just get in and there's so much content that you get lost and you don't know what to do. So like GTA and Red Dead like require you to kind of like break down everything and try to like have like a certain way of like approaching the game. Whereas like Fortnite and like Call of Duty, like just using those games as examples, you can just like jump into the action almost immediately, you know. Whereas like I think GTA and Red Dead is a little bit more of a progression system. But I think I'm gonna end this anyway because of the mere fact that I think I'm stuck in a loading screen. Unfortunately, couldn't even do the free aim. Yeah, I think I have to kind of close my app anyway because I think I'm stuck, unfortunately. I always like to do. I'm a little upset about that because I always end doing the. I always end my Red Dead stream with doing the free aim PvP series, but I don't know. Sometimes I get caught in these stupid whatever they're called. These not black screens. GTA is the black screens. These I don't know, these loading screens, I guess. But I'll see if maybe I can stream maybe Red Dead before the RP bonus ends on these, so that way we can try to finish up a few more of those missions for you. I'll try to start maybe a little bit earlier too, so it's not like, you know, we're trying to, because I started way too late. I mean, I started at like 12:30 your time, which didn't really give you enough time. So tomorrow, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a casual GTA stream. I can still help you sell and everything. I'll probably do that either before or after the stream. But I'm probably going to do a short stream tomorrow, just like maybe 1-2 hours. What I think I'm going to do is we'll do the overtime rumble. I think you're really going to like that mode. It's really fun. It's, I think, the one adversary mode that's really worth like making a stream out of. Because that kind of sounds a little crazy, but this adversary mode, I'm hoping that as many people are playing it now, or at least close to, I hope there's a lot of people playing it now that when this was first released. This mode, like I said, I think this is in my opinion, I think a lot of people can agree with me on this. Overtime Rumble is one of probably the most fun and enjoyable adversary modes. It's very basic mode, but it's really fun. It's cool. It's basically like playing darts with cars. You pretty much just drive a Ruiner 2000 off of a ramp onto a, you know, sort of like a target, where like if you land on like the higher number, you're gonna get more points for your team. It's really fun. It's actually, and you can hit other people. Like you can time it when you jump, so you can hit other people off the target. So it's really fun. I think you really like it. It's sort of a fun, casual mode. So see if we can get some people for that. Hopefully we can. But so it was good. Wi-Fi was good when you stated. Okay, so answer the first one about crates. With crates, you're probably gonna want to do with crates is, where's my phone out here? You're gonna want to do with crates is don't go, because you have large warehouses, I wouldn't go past 70. I actually wouldn't even necessarily hit 70. I believe 70 is when raids start, or the timers start for raids. You don't want to get your warehouse raided, because the issue, or the thing that sucks about warehouse raids is even if you stop the raid, you're still gonna lose you're still gonna lose some crates. Whereas like if you stop like an MC raid or like a bunker raid, besides the Valkyrie one, I guess, that with that one exception, you save all your product. Whereas like with crates, like when the raid starts, like you're, you know, which really sucks. So I think plug my controller in. So I wouldn't go past like maybe 60, 65. I'd stop there. But I'd recommend just doing like a few missions here and there just to kind of get ready for like one of those really big event weeks. where they make the crates double money in RP. I expect that probably within the next like 1 to 2 months. So I definitely start working on that, just so I need to start working on it myself, just so you're not overwhelmed that week. Like I said, you fill up those 2 warehouses by the end of that week, sell them, you're making $10 to $12 million just off those 2 warehouses, with the double money an RP week. So definitely a really good week. They only happen a few times a year. And as far as my dog's name, I have 2 dogs actually. I have one, it's kind of funny, one's Brandy and one's Mandy. So, it's kind of funny. Those are the names of my dogs. Yeah, don't worry though, don't stress yourself out. I mean, I would just do like, think of it this way. The reason why you're doing 2 warehouses is, you're trying to eliminate, the whole point of that is you're eliminating the timer, because you can't grind 1 warehouse non-stop because there's a 5-minute timer each mission you do. So the whole point of obviously doing the 2 is to eliminate that timer. I just recommend maybe do 3 to 5 rotations a day. That's like 6 to 10 missions tops. That's even a lot. Like, you don't even necessarily have to do that. I mean, because you'd literally be done within like 1 to 2 weeks. I mean, but I would just maybe try to do like at least like 3 rotations a day. That's like 6 missions. You could probably, if you're using your terabyte and oppressor, you could get that done in probably under an hour to an hour, at like most an hour. So I think if you know what you're doing with the missions, you can, I would say, finish about 8 missions per hour if you're using the terabyte and the oppressor. About 7-8 missions an hour. So if you did 6 a day, you should be able to finish that in under an hour to like an hour tops. So that's what I'd sort of recommend. Just at least just get started on it so you're not like overwhelmed. Because I'm always stupid about it. I wait until the week of, and then I'm like scrambling to fill up 5 warehouses, and it's just really stressful. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to, like I said, these weeks only happen like 5 times a year. So like you want to make sure that you take advantage of all those weeks. So, you know, that's why it can be stressful. Yeah, I mean, you could do that, but like I said, you gotta account for raids. I mean, you just have to be okay with losing the crates. I mean, because you're definitely gonna probably get raided at some point, and you're definitely gonna lose at least a few crates. I mean, if you're okay with that, then I mean, you can do that. I mean, some people do that. There's someone I know, actually, I think he has 2 characters, and he fills them up on both accounts, because the game is mutual, so he sells them on both. At least he did that once, and the money's mutual. But then again, you gotta get started with a whole other character and everything, which at that point I don't really know if it's worth it, because you'd have to, you know, invest in another CEO building and warehouse and all that stuff all over again on another character. So recommend just focusing on your one character. But you could do that. Like I said, you just gotta be ready for the raids, because you will lose crates, and you will lose crates fast. Like, I remember one time I got raided, and I like screwed it up a little bit, and I lost like 15 crates. So I had to do another additional 5 missions. So you gotta take that into consideration, is if like you're sitting on a full warehouse for like a month, you may get raided so many times that even if it's only a couple missions per time, you get raided 4 or 5 times, you might end up having to do an additional like 10, 15, 20 missions, which at that point you gotta ask yourself, is it worth it? You know what I mean? So you just gotta take the raids into consideration. Because I've thought about doing that myself. Like, maybe I fill 5 up and then sell another 5 at the end of the week, but then I gotta worry about the raids and stuff, so. But, you know. And why is the GTA business illegal? Well, I mean, you're getting, I mean, one, you're committing felonies. I mean, you're stealing cars, you're stealing cars, trying to get these crates, you're killing people, which are major crimes and felonies. But not only that, I mean, these are all illicit goods that you're illegally selling. So that makes that whole business, illegal from there. I mean, even there's drugs intermixed with that too. Narcotics is one of the crates you can steal. Obviously, that's definitely illegal. Yeah, you could, but like I said though, you also have to take into consideration that you could do that. You could get like 2 characters, but you have to remember that you'd have to invest at least probably $7 million into another character, because you'd have to get a CEO office, which you could get the cheapest one if you really wanted to, which is like $500,000. I guess you could even wait till it went on sale. The only way I would ever do that is probably, I mean, I guess I could do it really no problem, but the only way I'd ever really recommend doing that is if maybe they're on sale. You could try that, but I'm telling you, you'll probably want to kill yourself by the time. That's definitely something you're gonna need to work on over time, because trust me, I've grinded crates, like I've done, takes 180 or 81 missions to fill up 5 warehouses. You try to do that in 1 week, I'm assure you will want to blow your head off by the end of the week. It's the most painstaking process. Yeah, I'm gonna end it, dude. Whenever you're ready, I'm just trying to just answer some of your questions that you have, but whenever you're ready, dude, I'm just gonna end it because I have to close my app anyway, which is gonna end the stream. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a choice. It really sucks. But yeah. Do you have anything else you want me answer before I cut it off for the night, dude? Well, it's 9 p.m. right now, so I still have to go over like I said, I'm getting behind on all these like car customization videos. I still have the Rune Zaba. I have like a whole review put together for that car. I did like an in-depth review with that, and I still have to, like, it's like 90% together. I don't even know when that went out. I might just scratch that. We'll see. But I still have the other car from last week. I have all the footage for it. I just didn't put it together. I still have to go over the car that just came out yesterday, the ATV or whatever that. I forget what that. I don't even remember what the name of the car is. I know it's just like some sort of off-road car. I forget the name off the top of my head, but I gotta do some research on that car, or that vehicle, I should say. But what the plan is for as far as videos, what I'm gonna try to do is I'll see if I can stream Red Dead either Sunday or Tuesday again, just so we can maybe try to do some more of those missions before the XP bonus ends. Try to get you caught up on those. As far as videos, try to get the car ones out. I have a Red Dead, a top 5 Red Dead video in mind. For combat, I think I mentioned that earlier. I'm gonna maybe try to get that out. Definitely at some point next week, and then I might do video talking about the drone, which I don't know if that'll be as beneficial for you exactly, but I wanted to sort of get a video out because I think a lot of people need to understand the importance of the drone a little bit more, that nano drone. I talked to you more about that because I don't know, the number of people I played with, they just don't have the nano drone, and I think people need to understand like actually, like, that's a pretty good investment to have the nano drone, especially when compared to the terabyte. So probably do those videos, and then I think I had one or two other ideas, but I can't remember off the top of my head what they are. And then eventually the trader rule video, I'm going to talk about sort of that XP guide that I've had in mind for a few months actually now, and I just haven't had a chance to get it out. And I'm still kind of testing it a little bit. So that's the plan for now, at least for the near future. And obviously the stream tomorrow, which I think will be fun. If we can actually get, I'm really hoping we get people for it. I'm telling you, you're gonna really love that adversary mode. I'll be in shock if you actually say you hate it. I'll be very surprised. It's a pretty fun mode. So we'll definitely just chill out tomorrow, have some fun, and we'll do those sales too as well tomorrow. Like I said, either before or after the stream, whenever. I'll make sure we do those as well. And yeah, I'm trying to think if I had any other. I think I had one or, like I said, a couple other ideas, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. But and I'll have to continue the GTA sales series too, as well. Probably in the next couple weeks. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I thought too. I mean, because I'll be honest, I think like professional really kind of showed me a lot of time. Like, see, with me, I never really cared to make any videos in general because, one, I thought they were always all out there, which to a certain degree there are, but there's also a ton of people that they remake the same shit. Which I try not to do that. I don't want to be the person that just replicates what somebody else does, but I think that there's definitely like different approaches you can take to certain things that maybe like if you explain it one way, it might mean something to someone where maybe the other way it was explained it doesn't, if that makes sense. I think there's different approaches you can take, but not only that, like I really honestly never like as far as like the grinding streams, like I never thought anybody cared about watching somebody grind. That's why as you like if you go back to like my earlier videos in the channel, like if you go back like a few years ago, they're all like editors and like combat or PvP things, because I thought that was more entertaining for people. I didn't think anybody really cared about grinding, and I've always been a grinder since the beginning. I just never thought, I'm like, you know, who wants to watch somebody grind, you know? And then you see someone like professional, and he's really like kind of showed me like, wow, like people actually care about this, like there's actually a community for this, and kind of inspired me to actually try to go along with it, because, you know, I really didn't think anybody cared about it. I didn't really think there was like a market for it in a sense, but there is. I think you just gotta just find your niche. I mean, if it weren't for GTA and Red Dead, I honestly don't know what I'd talk about on YouTube. I mean, I just know a lot about these games because I've been playing. I mean, at least GTA I've been playing for 6.5 years now, so I have a greater knowledge than most people about the game. So it kind of gives me a little bit of a advantage there as far as topics for videos. But I'm sure you could come up with something. I mean, there's some people, they just do grinding stuff. I mean, I know there's a guy, TJ Lever. He plays with Professional. He does grinding streams fairly regularly, and that's pretty much all he does. So you could probably find something. Definitely, you just gotta find your niche. And I saw you did say you got gold in the heist. That's cool. I don't know. I've only got it one time, but I'm happy you got. I think I said do the silent and sneaky because you have the skull there. That means it's on. You can play it on hard. Because once you play it once on normal, you should be able to replay it on hard. Which we did play the silent and sneaky once, so that's good. So we'll probably get you'll get a bigger payout on that one, and you'll have gold too, which I don't really know how much that affects it, but you'll definitely get a higher payout on hard difficulty, which will be nice. So that's definitely good. So we'll definitely have to play that. I really wish they would have kept that 25%. I'm still surprised how easy that one big con approach we did the other day on your heist. I mean, now I see why people are saying that's like the easiest approach. I mean, they literally takes you straight to the vault, no problems whatsoever, and raid out. I mean, that is crazy how easy that was. Yeah, we can do that too. We'll have to find a day where like something like after a stream or something where we'll spend like an hour or two or something like that. We'll just go over it. Kind of like tomorrow, how we're just gonna like we'll do the sales either before or after the stream. We'll have to do something like that. They might even make a bonus on it soon too, so that'll even give more of an incentive to do it. But we can definitely, even if they don't, we can still do it. But that'd be nice if they did do a bonus, because they don't do them too often. I think they did one a couple months ago. I think I did it. Actually, that was the one friend I need to introduce you to that likes Red Dead. I did it with him. I think I did a stream on that a couple months ago. But yeah. How's what build? Okay, so the one thing about Doomsday is Doomsday has both Doomsday is like a mixture between the Diamond Casino heist and the original heist, because the original heist had only setups, like setup missions that would take you in a separate session and you'd complete those missions, and then you have the like prep works. I mean, I guess there's setups, but they're very similar to the prep works with Doomsday with the Diamond Casino heist, where all the setups are in free mode, whereas like with Doomsday, it takes both of those aspects together. So you have a number of free mode setups you'll have to do, and then you also have a number of setups you actually have to go in a separate session to complete, like a mission. So I believe once you complete the respected setup in free mode that's related to the setup mission, or the prep work I should say, that's related to the setup mission, you can do the setup mission. If that makes sense. So you have both prep works and setups. And the first heist only has, I think, like 2 or 3 preps and setups each. And then it gets a little bit bigger as it like Act 2's a little bit has 1 or 2 additional setups and preps, and then same thing with Act 3. So each one's a little bit bigger than the previous one, but they both have or they have both preps and setups. I don't know. I honestly I've never got into it before. I have no clue. So, I just always, I mean, I've known people that done it and they've gotten away with it. I'm at the point where, I mean, even though it's probably unlikely I'd get penalized for it, I'm just kind of at the point where I have so much that there's no point in me risking myself, my character, if you know what I mean, because what's the point, you know what I mean? So, I don't really know how it's a glitch. I don't even really know 100% how it works. I think it's just the fact you can keep replaying it without doing the setups. I think that's how it works. I don't even know. Like I said, I haven't really looked into it. I just heard about it all the time. But I'm just at the point where I just don't really want to. The reason why I just don't participate is, one, I try to stay away from the glitches, but two, like I said, you know, my character's 6.5 years old with, you know, $640 million. Like, there's just no need for me to risk my character in a glitch to potentially risk, you know, getting banned, which I think is a low chance, but you never know, it could happen. I just don't really want to take that chance at this point. Like, if I ever got banned from GTA, I'd quit, honestly, because I would never be able to recreate. I mean, sure, I'd know exactly what to do and everything, but I wouldn't want to do it because it just wouldn't be the same. I'd definitely quit if they banned my character. That actually happened to somebody. I might have told you about that. I'd be devastated. There was a guy who was around my level, a little bit lower. I think he was like in the 1000s though, and there was like an error that happened with his account, and Rockstar just told him, like, there's nothing we can do, and he lost his character. I would be like absolutely devastated if that happened. Like, all the time that I put into the game, all the years just to have that happen, I'd be completely devastated. I wouldn't know what to do. I don't know. I just have to find a new hobby, I guess, or whatever other hobbies I have. I just have to take them more seriously, because I couldn't restart GTA. I just wouldn't be able to. But yeah, I really feel bad for that guy. That's really unfortunate. I hope that never happens to me. I don't know, dude. Like I said, whenever you're whenever you're ready to get off, I'm just gonna close it. It's just stuck. It's just loaded. I'm just kind of just chilling. This thing isn't gonna load. It's not. It's stuck. I could honestly be here for 40 minutes, or I could be here in forever. It's stuck. That's Rockstar. Like I said, Rockstar creates awesome games, like top-notch games, but their support absolutely sucks. I mean, it really does. Their support system is it's horrible, absolutely horrible. Cause like, I mean, you're a multi-billion-dollar company. Like, really shouldn't be having too many issues like this, in my opinion. You know, if you're that, you know, professional and that successful of a company. But, you know, not too much we can do. I mean, they can literally either just say, well, then just stop playing the game, and obviously they know people aren't going to stop playing their games, you know, if it's at least somewhat tolerable. So I think that's their excuse. But yeah. I gotta look. I was actually gonna suggest to you, I was gonna talk to you tomorrow about it, but since I'm just talking to you now, I'd recommend, I think that, I think MK2 weapons upgrades are 40% off this week, so even though if you don't have the ammo, obviously eventually you're going to research the ammo and you're going to have it, you might want to maybe upgrade. I think you said you already upgraded your heavy sniper, if I'm not mistaken, so that's good. I'd upgrade the pump shotgun as well, because that holds explosive rounds as well. And I'd upgrade maybe the semi-auto sniper. That actually takes incendiary rounds, which would be pretty deadly. And I'd upgrade the revolver too, because I forget what round it is, but maybe hollow point or something. The revolver literally can take a helicopter down with like 3 hits. It's crazy. So I don't know. If you want to upgrade any of those, maybe you could save some money this week. I was just looking through the discounts. Oh yeah, definitely stream tomorrow, dude. 100%. And and that's good that you got MK2. Wait, you got MK2. Did you have to research those? Because here's the thing, the Pressor missiles that you have to research are different from the MK2 missiles. Or I should at least say the missiles that are on like the first suppressor, the non MK2 one, the one that came out with gun running. Those missiles are different than the ones that's on the oppressor. The one that's on the MK2, the one that's on the Mark II, are way more accurate than the one that's on the normal oppressor. And I think the ones you research are the ones that are on the normal oppressor. I don't know though. I could, because I've done the research like years ago, so I don't know if, or a few years ago, so I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but when the research came out, that was before the Mark II, so that's why I'm saying that. I thought you could just buy the Mark II right off the bat. But I could have been wrong. Yeah, the unfortunate thing about research, like I said, the thing that sucks is like, because the fact there's only really a number of items worth researching. A lot of them are just like liveries, are just meaningless. You know, they're just pure cosmetics. It's unfortunate you have to go through all that to potentially just get like the one or few items you want to get. But that's like I said, to sort of influence you to spend money on the fast track. That's why Rockstar did it that way. But it is what it is. But yeah, definitely stream tomorrow. Like I said, we'll sell either before or after, and we'll just chill out for a bit, play Overtime Rumble. Like I said, I think you're gonna really like that mode. The hat. What's the hat to upgrade? For which one? You talking GTA or Red Dead? Oh yeah, I can tell you that. Yeah, I'll tell you. I mean, you can even upgrade all of them. I mean, I have all mine upgraded. But I'll tell you the ones that are probably the most important. I just said that you definitely. I mean, you save 40%, and I'd say overall heavy sniper, which you already. I'll remind you again tomorrow if you want me to. But overall, the heavy sniper and the pump shotgun and the I'd say the revolver, the three you definitely want to have. Maybe even the, like I said, the semi-auto sniper. Those 3 or 4 I'd say are the ones you definitely want. So this can be pretty beneficial in combat. So I can remind you again tomorrow though, but those 3 or 4, the ones I primarily recommend. Like I said, it may not be that beneficial right now. It's going to be mostly cosmetics because you don't have the upgraded ammo yet. Like you don't have explosive rounds yet. You don't have like full metal jacket, which is unfortunate. But once you get those, at least you already have, you already be ready to go. You already have whatchamacallit, the weapon, or the weapon's upgraded to Mark II. So I'll remind you again tomorrow. I gotta look at the other discounts. I like briefly glanced at them the other day. I just happened to see that. I'll have to check and see if there's any other ones that are definitely like ones that should be considered. Because most of the time it's just like supercars that they do that can obviously just can be put on hold. Yeah, that's one thing I plan to do with that sales series. I'm gonna talk a lot about defensive tactics. Just to get, like I said, just give people overall better chances of survival against the people that like against, I guess, the tryhards and griefers. So I'll definitely, I think might even make a free aim video just kind of talking about, I mean, that's not as important now, unfortunately, but if you're ever interested to kind of get a little bit more with the free aim, advance yourself with that, I can kind of talk about some tactics with that. But like I said, with the sales series that I started the other week, I'm gonna definitely talk about tactics that you're gonna want to take in those videos throughout the series. That can be applied obviously in general, but I think that can really help with like sales overall. So I'll talk a lot about that in the series. Different defensive tactics you can use just to get you more confident with with fighting. Because once you get the confidence, I think that's a big part of it. You need to have the confidence in yourself to be able to defend it. And if you have the confidence that you know what you're doing, you know, that's a big part of it right there. But yeah, we'll definitely work on stuff like that. And that series will really touch on it. I mean, the thing that sucks about everything is the fact that, you know, most of the defense today just comes like, as long as you have an MK2 suppressor, you're fine. Obviously, there's other tactics and approaches you can take that a lot of people look over, but unfortunately, I think that's just ruined a lot of like the combat in GTA Online. It was you know, like vehicles like the MK2 suppressor and, you know, other war vehicles. It just kind of like skewed the whole combat system. But yeah, we'll definitely work on things like that so you're more confident. Well, alright, I'll answer this last question, then we'll end it. So what loadout of weapons do I use? So as far as like if I'm fighting like gun game with somebody, I usually either use the special carbine or the advanced rifle. Special carbine I feel a little bit more comfortable with. Both are good weapons. The advanced rifle has a faster fire rate. So I guess if you wanted to get like, you know, if someone was a little bit further away from you, obviously you don't really want to aim for the head. You're just going to want to kind of light their body up. Something like the advanced rifle might not be a bad idea just because it's going to have a faster fire rate and the damage isn't too bad on it too. So I don't know. Those are the weapons I'm more comfortable with. I think it comes down to preference, but I'd recommend between like for like ARs or assault rifles, either the special carbine or the advanced. I always have my heavy sniper because of the explosive rounds. Like if I have to deal with like oppressors or jets, other air vehicles, usually either have like I always have my pump shotgun out or sawed off. That's just kind of me just kind of messing around with it. I'd recommend having something like either the automatic shotgun or the pump shotgun with the explosive rounds. Usually like to have my grenade launcher. I think that's more preference. Sticky bombs for my throwables loadout, and then I like to have the up and atomizer for dealing with oppressors. And then the combat MG with I think I have armor piercing rounds. If you have full metal jacket rounds, you might want to add those to that because that actually, the full metal jacket rounds pierces through armored glass, like Karuma glass, shreds through that. Any other vehicles that have bullet resistant glass, it'll blow through. So with full metal jacket rounds, so you might want to use that. They can be applied to a few other weapons. But yeah, I mean, like I said, some of it's preference, some of it is important to actually have applied. A lot of what I talked about in that first video was sort of the loadout that I recommend in that first sales video. I can't listen anymore. Alright, dude. Well, hopefully you got something out of that. Like I said, I tend to talk a lot about it, but hopefully you were able to get something out of it. We'll get a little bit tomorrow about the other stuff. But anyways, dude, have a good night, or I should say morning, and we'll have some fun with GTA tomorrow. Alright, bro. No, you're good. You're good. I'm just gonna relax for a bit until I'll probably end up going to bed the next hour or so. It's like 9. So it's only really 9:30 where I'm at, but still. Alright, dude. I'll stop talking though. Anyways, if you have any questions, message me, and like I said, we'll talk about the more of the GTA stuff tomorrow in the stream. Good night, bro. Have a good night.